What are three characteristics of romantic love?
Well, one of the things that I was thinking about is that it's just an emotional desire to be with a person and that you just enjoy being with each other a lot. And the other one is it just happens. Okay, you're not. Okay.
Alright, what are three characteristics of love in a marriage?
Okay, this is what I think they are. Trust, because you have to be able to know that the other person, you can count on them and they can count on you. And respect, to be very kind to them. And then the one thing I think is really important, that you have a common goal, that you like to do things together.
What are two symptoms of love?
Okay, well, like when you're by that person and your heart just about beats out of your body, that's what I think one of them is pretty cool. And then you can't keep your eyes off of them. Okay?
Okay. What animal makes you think of love and why?
Okay, well, I had to pick two, and I picked a kitty cat and a dog because they're opposites and they attract, but it's so cool when you get a big fluffy dog and he's in a circle and there's that little kitty laying there and they just have to be friends forever. That's what I think about love and animals and people.
Compare dating love, friendship love, and marriage love.
Okay, so on this one I had to think just a little bit. So at first I was thinking about dating love, and that would be like infatuation and that it just wears off. And then friendship love, I think it's kind of like silly. You know, you're in the silly stage, which you can be that way in a marriage. It can be kind of silly, but it wears off too. But marriage love, it's a love that just never ends, no matter what. It keeps going and going. Mm-hmm.
What is the importance of love in a marriage?
Well, let me read here what I wrote down because I appreciate you giving me these answers. But I said, without love, your marriage will not be able to last properly. And then how you approach your spouse is really important. So Jack says, that's my husband, he says that he likes my smile because it really radiates. And he said that when I smile at him, that means that I really love him. And that it's really cool for a conversation because he knows that I'm happy. And also that a couple cannot always be in the stage of the honeymoon stage, and so love needs to endure. Yep.
What attracted you to your partner and why?
Okay, well, I have to be honest here that when I was a freshman in high school, we would get to date with people, date around, and you around nowadays, if you date somebody, it's like, whoa, they're married. Well, we got to date each other, and so I had dated my freshman year, and I was pretty much sure that guys were just jerks after that, and that I didn't want to have anything to do with them. But was at the county fair, and I needed to have a ride around Hutchinson, and so I knew that this guy named Jack Farney had just got his driver's license, so I flirted with him so that I could have a ride. That's how that pretty much went. So anyway, and I also was attracted because he's a pretty big hunk and he had lots of muscles. I like muscles. Mm-hmm.
What do you like doing with your partner and why?
Well, mainly I just like being with Jack, and so it doesn't really matter what we're doing, but since we farm and we have cattle, I really like to be outdoors and help him do that.
How does this affect your relationship?
Well, it helps because back to that common goal. We have common interests, so we like to do things together.
Okay, thank you.
And can I, one last question? Can you ask me one more though?
What do you think love is?
Well, this is the main thing, and I've got this out of this book that I like to read a lot. And so it is in Corinthians 13, 4 through 8. And I have this memorized, but it goes, love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy, love does not boast, and it's not rude, and it's not self-seeking. And it keeps no record of wrong, and love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. Love always protects, always trusts, always perseveres. So when sometimes in a marriage things don't always go just right, and so that first one, it says love is patient, that's the very first one I say, and it's like, I need to be patient and I need to be kind. And usually that's all the farther I need to get there, because the other ones are pretty easy, but it is something that really helps me out. And so I love being in love, and I hope everybody else gets to feel the love that I have had. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.